With its first Attack on Titan game in 2016, developer Omega Force laid down a rough but promisingly acrobatic groundwork for what a game based around the anime phenomenon should be. Attack on Titan 2 builds upon that foundation with a much improved interface and some cool new tricks to slice the napes of Titans in fun and extravagant ways, but the sharp edge of this sequel is dulled a bit by an all too familiar story mode, hamstrung by plotting pacing.
呼ばれた者は前に出ろ。10番クリスタレンズ。
Instead of picking up where the last game left off, the story mode is about 80% a retelling of Season 1 of the anime and 20% of Season 2. That means if you played the 2016 game, prepare for about 10 hours of retreading very familiar defense and escort missions, boss fights, and some of the exact same cutscenes before you see the new parts, which are just more of the same. To be fair, those cutscenes still do a fantastic job of telling the anime's story. The big difference this time around is that the story is framed through the perspective of an inconsequential trainee who befriends the Attack on Titan cast. This could have been fine if your character had any sort of personality to speak of, but there's no consistency in the dialogue options. Worse, your character development is punished if you don't choose the obviously correct one. That's thanks to a shoehorned-in friendship level system that unlocks skills as you suck up to those characters. Fortunately, killing Titans is lots of fun, even if the frame rate occasionally takes some significant hits on a stock PS4 when things get a little hectic. Omega Force did an incredible job of adapting the battles from the manga and anime into video game form in the last game, and this time around it feels even better thanks to faster and more fluid movement. It's more than just hacking away at these hideous giants' ankles. After you've locked onto a Titan, you're able to select individual arms or legs to strike to disable the naked giant beast. Or you could go straight for the kill by targeting the neck. Lining up the shot with the left stick, then releasing to reel yourself in at high speeds feels like loading a slingshot, and timing your sword slash just right in order to deal maximum damage is a satisfying feeling when you nail it. New to Attack on Titan 2 is the ability to use sneak attacks to instantly kill or at least severely damage a Titan from a great distance away, which adds a great risk-reward element to the combat. Mess it up and they become much harder to kill. There's also the less useful but equally satisfying hook drive, which rewards a well-timed aerial evade with an instant killing and flashy execution. Attack on Titan 2 also adds a layer of strategy to the skirmishes by letting you establish a variety of handy bases on the map, each with their own specific use. Smart management of bases comes in very handy during the layer skirmishes where Titans attack in much greater numbers. And while you can't directly control any of the characters from the show in story mode, you can recruit them into your squad and use their special abilities in combat. These abilities do a great job of making me feel like I was working together with Eren, Mikasa, Armin, and the rest, rather than them just being in the background. If you want to control them directly, you can do that in another mode, literally called Another Mode. Finally, there's the 2-player online co-op and a cool online competitive mode called Annihilation that pits 2 teams of 4 up against each other to see who can kill the most Titans for score. You only get credit for the kill if you land the final blow, so coordination and timing is important to make sure that you don't lose kills to the other team, and to try to steal theirs. Attack on Titan 2 has a lot of great things going for it. Exciting aerial battles that are true to the anime and manga, several quality of life improvements over the original game, and both competitive and cooperative online game modes. But the fact that it recycles so much of the 2016 game's material means that in order to get to the new Season 2 content, you must first wade through a rehashed story mode with its dull side quests and tedious dialogue choices. For more on Attack on Titan 2, check out the first few minutes of gameplay and our review of the 2016 Attack on Titan game. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
Mira, lo que sí.